Well, we've just been joined on the red carpet by Alex Gorsky, who was our 2009 Honorable Mentor, and a very, very tough act to follow because he has such a long history of supporting emerging leaders in our industry. Alex is the Vice Chair of Johnson & Johnson, who has been an incredibly generous and longtime supporter of the Healthcare Businesswomen Association. So thank you so much.
Well, as always, it's a real pleasure to be here. I mean, this is an event I always look forward to every year, a chance to get together, reconnect with friends, and just see all the great things that HBA is doing for women around our industry. It's really a pleasure to be here.
Oh, thank you. Okay, first question is a little bit of a trick question, depending on how you look at it.
Okay.
Tell me a little bit about, in your mind, what you see the leader of the future looking like, acting like, being like.
Well, you know, Eve, it's always difficult to predict the future. But I think that there likely are going to be some different kind of challenges that our leaders are going to have to prepare for in the 21st century. And I think the first is just the sheer complexity and ambiguity. You know, the good news is we have so much data, so information. The hard part is how do we really make that actionable? And getting leaders who are used to being uncomfortable in that kind of environment is really important. The second thing for me is really finding leaders who do a great job with diverse teams, you know, who can bring people together from different points of view, whether it's different, global backgrounds, different cultures, different styles, and really make 1 + 1 = 4. And the last, but certainly not least, you know, we're blessed in the healthcare industry to really be able to make a difference in patients' lives. But also, we have an incredible responsibility with that. So I think making sure our leaders have got the right kind of value system to make the difficult decisions that we need to make each and every day is more important than ever.
Now, in terms of the role of women as leaders in the future, obviously women shouldn't be leaders simply because they're women, but maybe talk for a moment, and I know I'm sort of sliding this question in,
That's
but
okay.
Talk for a moment how you see women coming to the table as leaders. I know at Johnson & Johnson you actually have quite a number of rising leaders who are women.
Well, I think women bring a number of unique aspects to the management table, to the boardroom, so to speak. And yeah, we're fortunate at Johnson & Johnson. We've worked really hard at trying to do an even better job of increasing and improving representation really at all levels. But I think a few things. You know, one, women are very important customers. And I think that your executives have got to reflect your customer base. When you think of the influence they have on making purchasing decisions within any family and with our products, especially with our consumer brands, but also pharma, as well as devices, that's a really important aspect. But second, I also think they bring a unique point of view to the table based upon their experiences, and I can see the impact that they're having on our teams every day.
That was exactly where I was hoping you would go. I mean, I think women as caregivers, women coming from being doctor moms or taking care of aging parents are definitely bringing something a little bit different, a little bit unique to their leadership.
Absolutely. You know, when we think of ourselves as the mother and baby company, and, you know, how can you be the mother and baby company without having women among your, executives? And so it's really important for us at Johnson & Johnson.
Award winners and rising stars make their way to the Trina Ballroom on the 3rd floor.
Try that. Ask one more question. Okay. Alex, one more question for you. I know it could be a long list of things because we've worked so closely together, but can you give us a sense of what you found of great value in the ways that the HBA has worked together with J&J to help develop some of your future leaders?
There's so many ways that I think we've been able to work together between HBA and J&J. Last count, I think we have more than 600 women around the world who have worked with the HBA in one way or another over the past year. And that includes training programs, development programmings, networking programs. And I really think it's a great extension of what we try to do internally, but having this other venue, this other network that we can, stay connected with to really expand their opportunities is so important. So we really appreciate and value the relationship we have, and I know it's even going to get better going forward.
Well, as do we. It's one of the most valuable corporate partnership relationships that we have, and I want to thank you for joining us today on the red carpet.
You know, at Johnson & Johnson, we think of ourselves as the mother and baby company, and it's just so important for us to have women in senior level positions who can help ensure that their voice is also being heard in all the decisions that we make.
What I say to that is right on.
Thank you.
Thank you.